On February 6th, Iran and the United States are scheduled to engage in discussions in Oman, marking their most recent negotiations concerning Tehran's nuclear initiative. This meeting follows a 12-day military conflict initiated by Israel against Iran in 2025, alongside the Islamic Republic's violent suppression of widespread protests across the nation. President Donald Trump has maintained his stance against Iran, indicating that the United States may consider military action in response to the killing of peaceful protesters, or if Tehran undertakes widespread executions related to the demonstrations. In addition, Trump has reintroduced Iran's nuclear program into the discussion, particularly after a June 2025 conflict interrupted 5 rounds of negotiations that took place last year in Rome and Muscat, Oman. The diplomatic efforts were initiated by Trump when he sent a letter to Iran's 86-year-old supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, last year to activate these discussions. Khamenei has cautioned that Iran would retaliate against any assault, especially as the Shia regime he leads struggles in the aftermath of the protests. But there may be another reason why the US and Israel have not launched strikes yet: fears of Iranian capabilities. Here's all you need to know. Iran has ample justification for believing it can instill apprehension in other nations. In the last month, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that an attack on Iran is not on the agenda for his country at this moment. Additionally, several regional governments, such as Egypt, Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, have joined Tel Aviv in advising the United States against launching any strikes at this time. Both Riyadh and the United Arab Emirates have openly dismissed the possibility of allowing their airspace or land to be used for military operations against Iran, a notable shift from their previous silence prior to last summer's 12-day conflict. In contrast to American viewpoints, officials from Iran across various ranks have frequently and emphatically asserted that their retaliatory actions caused significant destruction during the 12-day conflict. While it is true that some of these claims may be somewhat inflated, one key point they make is hard to refute. Specifically, that Iran did not request an end to the hostilities from last year, and that the choice to cease combat was made by the opposing party. Moreover, they rightly point out that Israel has not disclosed the complete scale of the damage resulting from Iranian missile attacks, partly to prevent this information from reaching Tehran. Israel has recognized that the damage from just 2 of the attacks, targeting the Weizmann Institute of Science and the Haifa refinery, cost hundreds of millions of dollars or even more to repair. Furthermore, it has been reported that Israeli homeowners submitted claims totaling $1.5 billion in damages resulting from the war that occurred in June. As per the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, Iran seems to hold the view that its missile stockpile is faring better than the anti-missile systems held by the US and Israel, despite admitting to considerable damage inflicted on its missile launches. Various Israeli analyses, which have been shared privately, suggest that during the ceasefire last summer, Iran had likely lost up to 80% of its air defense systems and over 2/3 of its missile launches. These reports further indicate that the number of missiles destroyed by Israeli airstrikes exceeded the quantity Iran managed to launch. Importantly, the regime still possesses around 50% of its ballistic missile inventory that can reach Israel. In general, a significant portion of the missiles left in their arsenal consists of short-range systems that lack the capability to strike Israel directly. Nevertheless, these missiles are capable of targeting locations in adjacent nations, including sites utilized by the United States. United States military bases and installations are distributed along the Arabian coast of the Gulf, particularly in Bahrain and Qatar. Iran possesses the capability to target key infrastructure within any country it perceives as complicit in a U.S. offensive, including nations such as Jordan. It is believed that Iran has significantly advanced in reviving its long-range missile production capabilities. However, the assertion that its output exceeds pre-war levels seems unlikely. Conversely, during the conflict, the United States and its allies deployed approximately 150 terminal high-altitude area defense missile interceptors. This is a noteworthy number, considering the worldwide stockpile of these systems sits at around 500 to 600, with their yearly production rate being relatively sluggish. Think tank analysts say the Pentagon has consistently cautioned that the available U.S. Patriot missile reserves fall far short of what is necessary for effective defense in the current global security landscape. Additionally, while Israel has not disclosed specific details regarding its anti-missile arsenal, credible estimates suggest that it is considerably reduced compared to its pre-war levels.